Hey there, dipshits, it's me, Joey, aka Slooty Mage.
I'm Hunter, voice of Hunter Taylor.
And I'm Carter, Deagle Eagle.
We're
OlderNDumber.
Every Friday, we drop wisdom, humor, and a whole lot of nonsense. You won't want to miss it.
Become a patron today for as low as $5 a month. Get early access to all our episodes and exclusive behind-the-scenes looks at all the things we're doing and May's super secret editing notes.
Shout out to all our awesome dipshits. Your support really helps keep this madness going.
Join the crew, be a dipshit. It's an exclusive club, and you're invited.
So dipshits, mark your calendar every Friday for a dose of Older and Dumber craziness. See you there.
Fade to black. Now my stand. Fade to black.
What the what?
What the what?
What the what?
Carter,
What the what?
Carter tells me he has to work at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
He does have to work
That's
at
a subtle hint of I don't want to go out to eat.
He does have to work at 5 a.m. tomorrow, but we are starting an hour earlier than we usually do.
Doesn't matter.
So we get to make up time there. I wonder if that means I want cheese
He's gonna
curds.
go home and play Helldivers.
No, I'm gonna-
till 2 o'clock in the morning.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna sleep.
No, he's not.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna be in my bed,
What's 12 minus 4?
wrapped up like a
12 minus
Dorito.
4 is 8.
So he needs to be in. He needs to be sleeping by 8 p.m. to get 8 hours of sleep. But we already know this boy only gets like 3 hours of
No,
sleep.
I get 5 hours of sleep most nights.
I'm sorry.
That's news to me.
I meant 5. We're all the way up now.
There we go. I can hear myself.
Okay. We're 100% now.
Open up my schnoozle.
Man. you
No, I
guys-
did not want to hear that. Did you just hear that?
Yes. Something else.
I don't know, I kind of feel like an idiot sometimes. Although I am an idiot, so it kind of works out.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid?
That's so funny. Last time I heard that, I laughed so hard I fell off my dinosaur. Put that cookie down now!
That is the most real, authentic, hysterical laugh of my entire life because that is not a plan.
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
You guys ready to finish this dragon off on Saturday?
Oh my god, I forgot.
You mean die?
Yeah, we're
What do you
fucking
mean,
dead.
die? We're okay. Isn't it like
Aruxaloth is gonna die, and I'm
yeah,
very
and
scared.
it's gonna make this whole thing pointless.
That's
That's gonna be the real heartache of all of this.
We have to protect Aruxaloth somehow. Like, we have to heal him.
I'm
or
healing him.
something.
You feel?
Dude, 5 hit points every round when he's taking like
Yeah,
70
it will
is
stabilize
not
him.
helpful.
Who's our other healer in the party?
The druid, I think.
Oh, okay.
Giant scorpion.
Giant scorpion. That was pretty funny. But no, the giant scorpion's pretty dope. That was wild.
I mean, as
It's
long
funny-
as
I think my favorite thing about Michaela casting spells is she
doesn't know what she's doing.
No, is that
She
when
just
she
picks
looks at
one
the
spell.
spells, she very particularly picks out the specific things like component, small scorpion. And instead of being like, oh, I pull out a scorpion, she goes, is there any scorpions around? And then picks one that's just here. It's not, oh, I have some on me. It's always, okay, I need something and it must be around me somewhere. I love that she doesn't have a component pouch, and instead it's just always, oh, is it here? I can't cast the spell then. That's
I
awesome.
think that's just because she doesn't know that she can have a component pouch.
I love it that way, though. I love the fact that she's always like, oh, if it's not here, then I can't cast it. As a character, that's just really funny. Could you imagine, super explosive girl, and she was just like, oh, I can't do it because there's no matches.
No bat guano here.
No bat guano here. Oh my god, Fireball. It would be the best. Is there any bats? Yeah, there's a couple. Have they shit anywhere?
I need some guano.
I need guano. Oh my god.
But I mean, as long as the Aruxaloth doesn't get
Sir
killed
Mix-a-Lot.
in one round, if he goes down and also die, he takes 3 death saves in one round.
One death save, remember.
All right. Yeah, that blows. Never mind then.
Yeah.
But if he just goes down, he gets back up. No matter
But
what.
I assume that once he goes down, the dragon's gonna be like, this is my chance.
That's a chance.
I have no more healing. I'm a sorcerer. I don't get that much.
You could be a realm of divine holiness sorcerer.
I'm
Do you actually
not.
have
I'm a
another
clockwork. No.
healer at all?
No.
What about you don't cast spells. I don't cast spells.
No.
Oh, Chorus definitely doesn't cast spells.
Mm-mm.
We don't have a healer.
It really is just you and Michaela are spellcasters.
I did my healing thing. This is like the best healing I have, and it's really
did my healing.
It's good healing.
Farron's out there like, I did my part.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Haste and healing.
Oh, wait a minute. Is Aruxloth hasted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have we not been taking that into
I don't
account
think
when it's
it's
his
been
turn?
his turn yet.
Rob has to take that into account.
I can say that's not possible that it hasn't been his turn. I've had 3 turns. Aruxloth definitely had a turn, and I don't think he did any of it hastily.
I don't know if you've had 3 turns.
I have.
Your
I've
first
had
turn took 2.5 hours.
Oh
so-
my fucking god, no it didn't. I dropped in from my dragon, hit that shit. And then next turn oh no.
I mean, that's a good summary of what happened. But to get to that point was 2.5 hours.
It was not 2.5 hours.
I went and took a nap.
You're a fucking liar. And then my next turn, I didn't do anything because I got knocked on the ground. And if I got
Listen,
up, I would
it's
take
just because you
damage.
have to negotiate every situation when you play as a player. You're like, well, okay, well, how can I do for you, DM, to get lower that DC by a point, by 1. Let me lay out the situation for you. Pull out your whiteboard.
It wasn't. No, the whole I kept saying that. Will I be above this guy before it's explained? Well, it's going to be explained. Well, but like, will I be there or not? And he was just like, well, let me explain it. Okay, you've explained the whole thing, but you've explained it from the point of view as if we were over here. So am I over there or am I not over there?
All right, now that we've worked out that I'm above the dragon. All right. What kind of bonuses am I looking at for my attack?
That's not what I said.
All right, we got through all that. Okay. I'm going to hit. I'm going to roll the hit. Oh. It's like a 37.
What if I shrink?
What am I looking at for damage bonus? Now, are we going to add fall damage? Now, I slow fall because I'm a monk, but can we still add the fall damage?
If it was you, you would have done the same thing.
Carter, tell Hunter how I take my turns.
Oh my fucking god.
I bonus action stealth. I attack. I miss. Next turn.
That's not what happened.
Oh, I got attacked. Okay, cool. I take all the damage. I don't apply any of my rogue benefits because I don't remember them.
Fast.
All right, I'm not playing anymore. I'm never gonna play again. I thought Jyrek was my favorite character. Now he's the most hated character ever.
No, I don't hate him.
I don't ever want to
Who
play
said
again.
anything about hating him? I'm just saying you like to make sure that you've gone through every possible scenario during your turns, and it takes a while.
And that's not a bad thing. It just takes a while.
I'm gonna time every single time it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna
You get a
know just how
little
long it takes.
chest
Yeah,
clock.
we're gonna know just how long it takes me to do my turn.
I just
We have action economy in our favor now. We have giant scorpion.
It's gonna die immediately. It's not even gonna get to the dragon.
The lightning elemental.
Yeah.
You guys are horrible.
I was like, flame strike, something. Giant scorpion.
I love it like that. It's like a stand.
I summoned
Giant
giant scorpion.
Doesn't usually have to be a color.
I don't know.
Should be
I
brown
don't know
scorpion.
Yu-Gi-Oh enough.
It's not Yu-Gi-Oh. It's JoJo.
Oh, if it was a JoJo, yeah, it'd be like
Yellow stinger.
yeah.
Brown Stinger sounds more fun. Right, bud?
Yeah, right.
He's upset still at you.
I know.
Jarek's turn.
It's giving me mad eyes.
Are you gonna kill your brother?
Who?
You. Race.
Oh.
Just get him. You're gonna be like, you can't get in the middle of this.
We obviously cost him his job with the stewards, and now he has to valet park.
Absolutely not.
That is the story.
That is not.
Oh, that would have been so good. What are you doing here? Well, ever since I saw you last, I lost my job. It's all your fault. Oh my god, that would have been really funny. I should have done that.
No, he's undercover, which is weird because usually patrol officers don't go undercover.
Yeah.
But I guess he's a multi-tool.
Who said he was a patrol officer?
I don't think
was
he's
in a
an
patrol
officer of
car.
anything anymore. He's an officer of parking cars.
Officer of the valet. He goes around being like, "Hey, valet, I have to park your car." And they're like, "Whoa, oh, okay, I hear." And they're just like, "Thanks."
Yeah, he's definitely dying. There's no way.
Man, this guy's gonna kill him.
I'm
Yeah,
not
this
gonna.
dude's gonna kill your brother.
I'm not gonna kill him,
Loyal
but
to the
I think Belle's gonna kill your brother.
Yeah.
Actually, if anyone's gonna kill your brother, it'd be Miala. She was the one closest to doing it. Remember when she threw that grenade at him?
Mhm.
That
That
was
was a long time ago.
Yeah, water under the bridge.
I'm sure Meow's grown a lot as a character.
I think she would
Yeah,
throw,
she doesn't
that
throw
grenade.
grenades
No,
now.
she would throw that grenade 100% every time given the opportunity.
Given the opportunity to change my decision, I would not.
She had to. It was necessary.
It really was. You guys were already flying away. Both of their vehicles were damaged, and she's like, "I don't want to follow us." Oh my god! Rachel, they killed your brother. Oh my god!
Necessary.
Necessary evil. Holy shit. Welcome to another episode of Older and Dumber, the podcast about three dumb friends just trying to make it on this planet we call
Earth.
See Carter over there getting it? So,
Getting ready to get out of here.
As always, Mr. fucking getting it. Fucking wearing his hat, doing some stuff, getting the moves going, making his eyebrows do the wave. Carter. Ruttle.
Sasuke, you suck dick. Naruto.
I can't wait till we get to that. That must be the scene.
That must be the scene he's talking about.
Killer
Yeah.
B just fucking
Killer B,
diss tracks Sasuke.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I saw it on TikTok once or twice.
To my left,
Pretty good beats.
all the way around the world, it's Pulp Hunter Extraordinaire, crossover Metroidmania. Bud Light drinker himself. Master of democracy and throwing stratagems at his teammates' back. Joey Schichtel, aka Slutty Mage.
All I have to say is once you get up the Helldiver, you stop worrying about friendly fire.
Damn.
Because your friends are all dead already.
Yeah, you're like, I welcome it. You hold the stratagem in your hand and you just look up to the sky and you're just like, landed.
My
on me.
life for Super Earth.
And the person who would never give his life for Super Earth hates democracy. King of turn taking. Emo hair prepped and ready to go.
Oh my god.
Cap on tight as ever.
We both were like, what?
The moistest of voices.
That's good. I like that.
That Hunter Taylor.
The
voice of Hunter. That voice of Hunter Taylor.
Sorry, a little too moist. Hi, what's up? That's me, and welcome to this show we call Older and a Frickin' Dumber. Usually we're like, oh, how was your week? But we've been in the studio like every goddamn day this past week. So
My girlfriend is still gone.
Your girl's still gone.
We're just
Carter-
gonna bullet point these then.
Yeah. Well, or we could just talk about funny shit that happened, which I have a funny thing that I learned today.
I have
Well,
a
it's not
funny-
your turn.
I have a story for my week, so
Keep whispering.
my girlfriend's still gone.
That's all his was gonna be. You knew that.
And then, to make my week worse, I was walking home. I was walking.
God, it gets better. I forgot.
I was getting out of a shitty day at work. Walk to my car. Get into the driver's seat. Try to turn my car on. Battery's dead. Left the lights on when I moved it for lunch.
Not
Because-
his headlights.
Like my regular lights.
Like the dome light.
Just my regular light.
Like the dashboard lights. He turns them on manually.
I have an old car.
Oh.
So I must have, because out of instinct, I always turn them on when I start driving. It's just what my mom taught me how to drive. So when
was out.
So I moved the car during my lunch, so I didn't get a ticket
Uh-huh.
because I work in college town.
Uh-huh.
And then I was wearing headphones after I immediately put on my headphones, start listening to music, and then got out of my car. Didn't hear the beeping of the car that was trying to alert me that I left my lights on.
Bet you learned a valuable lesson about wearing headphones in the car.
And then it's not over. I call Hunter and I'm like, hey, battery's dead. Can you come jump my car?
Before he continues, when I saw him calling me at 6 o'clock, I looked at Mikhail and I said, how much you want to bet his car won't start? He answered the phone. He goes, Hunter, my car won't start. Anyway, continue.
I was like I was pissed until I realized it was the battery, because I was like, I just got this car out of the shop after I paid a bunch of money to fix it up.
You know what's wild? If you traded it for a new car, probably wouldn't have happened. Your battery would have had the juice to get you through.
Don't think I would have gotten a new car. Anyways, and then I'm like, okay, he's coming to jump it. Wait for Hunter to come. Takes like 10-15 minutes. He gets there. We start jumping it, and the alarm starts going off in my car as soon as we touch the battery to it, because my car has an alarm system from 2006, and like just the alarm system goes off every time.
Just touching. Like, I'm talking, here it is. Here's the prongs. It just like this, and just went.
So I'm like, okay, I'll start my car as the battery touches, so I can just try to get it over with. Like as soon as it's on, I'll try to get it over with and then unlock. Okay, does it? It's hard to turn over, but it gets there. And I'm like, okay, unlock. Okay, cool. Get out of the car, close the door with the keys in the ignition still on. I'm like, all right, let's clean up. We clean up put the hood down.
Well, I was
everything.
like,
doors
no. I was
weren't
like,
unlocked,
no, we need to sit here for a second, let it charge a little bit. And he's like, okay, so we sat here for a little bit. Then we cleaned it up.
Yeah, cleaned up. Try to get back in my car. Door's locked. Nice. I'm like, what the fuck?
And it was so funny because I'm like, all right, dude, I'll see you at the house. And I just hear, and he goes, what the fuck?
The challenge?
I was like, what now? It's locked. I don't know what to do. It's locked. I was like, what do you mean it's locked? He's like, it's locked. It's locked. He starts running to every door. They're all locked. They're all closed. I can't get in.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I know I unlocked it to try to undo the security system that went off. So it must be a thing. Like when the securities happens, when you close the door for the first time, it locks or something. I don't know. It's an old system. I don't know how it fucking works.
The Challenger won't actually let me even close my door with the keys in it.
Mm-hmm. Does your car start with it's 2000 and then there's like a digit before the other zero place? Because my car is in 2006, so doesn't have that. And then I'm like, all right, well, I the only thing I can think to do right now, the best thing to start doing is I'm gonna do my insurance provider. I have roadside assistance.
That's not what he did first.
That is what I did.
He grabs his phone. I go, oh, are you getting?
Oh, I look on YouTube.
I was like, oh, you going to your insurance? He goes, no, I'm on YouTube. See if there's a way to get into my car.
Because the last time I locked myself out of my car, because I've done it before, I've locked myself out of my car, is I had my Corolla, and I did that. I went on YouTube and I was like, is there any way to get into a Corolla if you're locked out with your keys inside? There is. because the Corolla has a trunk and you can go through the back, and if you put like a cylindrical device at the bottom of your car, it will push up the carpet that's in your car and hit the trunk button at the bottom of your car. So that's what I did last time, and then I crawled through the trunk. This is a RAV4, doesn't have a trunk that opens like that. So I was just looking for any way that I could possibly get in my car without having to wait for a while, because my insurance would take a while to get there.
Yeah.
There's nothing. And then I go on my insurance.
We sat in my car for so long. Did you get to the mom part?
No, I haven't got there yet.
Okay,
so I'm like,
it's
okay, first things first.
Nothing's coming up.
First things
Then-
first, I'm
yeah.
I'm gonna do my insurance because it will take a long time, and we'll try to think of other solutions while I'm doing that. So I do that. It says 89 minutes to 115 minutes.
That
And
was
I
after we waited like 20 minutes.
And then I put that in, and I'm like, okay, fuck. Let me call my mom. She might have the spare key to this thing. If there is a spare key, that's the only thing I can think of that would get me done sooner. I call her. Her and my brother have been sick for a few days. I'm like, do you have any spare key? I don't think so. Oh, well, there is this Honda key that's Toyota. Sorry. There is this Toyota key that says Ruttle on it. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably the spare key to the Toyota RAV4 that I have that you previously owned and went to shops to get work done on it like a while ago. And she's like, oh, okay. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, that also might be the Corolla key, because that went missing a while ago, and I don't know where it is. I can't get it fixed without the key, so I have to get a new key. Anyways, I'm like, would you be able to bring it? Like, even if it's the Corolla key, it's an upside, because we can get the Corolla actually to a shop and work on it. And she's like, okay, yeah, I can do that. She starts driving. Meanwhile, after that, I'm like, Hunter's like, well, maybe you should call the place that your service provider attached you
it still
to.
said like 90 to 120 minutes. I'm like, there's no fucking way, dude. I'm like, call the number that they just sent you for this Jay's Junk Auto.
Yeah, it was like Auto Cars and Junk. Was the
Junk,
service.
Junk Bougie is what we'll call it.
So
Junk Bougie.
I call them, and they're like, it will be like 30 to 40 minutes. It's not going to be 89 to 110 minutes. And I'm like, okay. And then I hang up the phone. As I hang up the phone, someone calls me named like Billy
Bobby.
It was Bobby. It was Bobby.
Bobby.
And I was like,
You want me to be Bobby or you got Bobby?
you got Bobby. I answer the phone, and I'm like, hello?
He said, hello, this is Carter. He goes, hey, this is Bobby from Auto Value. You locked out of your car?
You locked out of your car, kid?
You locked out of your car, kid? And Carter's like, yeah. And he goes, all right, don't you worry, bud. All right, I'm just here at Taco Bell. I'm going to be up there in about 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to get you right out in the jiff, okay? All right, this is Bobby from Auto Value.
It was like he was trying to console me, like everything was going to
Like,
be
don't
all
you
right.
worry, kid. Don't you worry. We'll be
Just
there.
keep your head in the game, kid. Just keep your head in the
Do your
game.
best. I'm going to be there at 10 to 15. I'm going to be there 10 to 15 minutes. So we're like, oh, shit. Okay, this guy's coming. We hang up.
First of all, Auto Value is not Junk Cars Express or whatever.
Where all this shit coming
So like
from?
my insurance provider outsourced to a company, and that company must have outsourced again to this person.
Oh, yeah. So we're like, oh, shit, okay, Mr. Bobby's coming up here. Hey, we're like, 10 to 15 minutes. And then what was it, like 5 minutes later, the guy shows up?
After that, I'm like, I need to call my mom because I don't want her to like drive all this way if like she's not that far, because even if it is the Corolla key, I can get it later. But like, I didn't want her to drive that far if he was going to be 10 to 15 minutes. So I call her, and she's like, I'm like 5 minutes away. I'm almost there. And I was like, okay, well, we can at least get the key. And if it's the Corolla key, that's great. Bobby comes driving up.
Bobby.
And he's at the wrong address. And then so I walk down the street and I wave him over. He comes up, brings out a little like pillow with a tube.
Tell him how he did. I didn't get to see.
He brought out like a little plastic pouch that had like a tube attached to it that you could pump up. And he slid that into the door, and he pumped it a little bit, just enough to get like a wire in. There was like a yellow tube-ish thing that had a nub on the end to like prod
Unlock
stuff.
the door.
Yeah. He gets it unlocked. Everything's great. Then my mom shows up. She gives me the key. it unlocks and starts the RAV. So I'm assuming it's a spare, but it's Toyota and they're in the same year. So it might just be that their keys work on each other. I don't know how cars work. So everything's fine. I drive home. Well, at first I get eggs, chicken, and peanut butter, you know.
The 3 food groups.
Yeah.
I saw it as a sign after that I was like, you know what, I'm out. I'm going to Taco Bell. Bro, Taco Bell has empanadas now. I literally saw it on the menu. I said, I need it now. I'm like, I don't even care. I'll come back through to order something else, but give me the empanada.
And so
And it was good.
by the time I got home, I get out at 6 at my job, and I got home at like 8 or something like that. And I was like, I was going to go to the gym tonight. Not going to go to the gym now.
Hey, Ruttle, what are those meat sacks wearing?
Close, road trip.
No slag, dipstick. I mean, what's on the clothes?
Looks like Capsicum merch.
We have merch?
Yeah, you, me, Quick Cut, and X-Wing.
So, humans can get t-shirts with us on them?
Yeah, that Joey guy from OlderNDumber made it.
Right off the OlderNDumber merch store?
Yeah, bot. It's as easy as that.
We, getting a cut of that? Energon ain't free, you know.
No.
That's a bad deal, and you're a bad leader for making it.
Anyway, Joey, what about you?
You know, I've just been,
You didn't even talk about Starfinder.
What?
We'll let Joey.
I mean, I
talk
played
about
Starfinder.
Or D&D.
Yes, we did.
Did we?
Yes.
I don't know. I've been doing a lot of drawing this
Are
week.
you playing with
so-
my loose cap right now?
Yeah. Commissions. I've got a couple commissions finally after 84 years.
84.
I finally have some work, so you know I feel validated.
Was it
But
from
yeah.
the Russian bot online?
No, the Russian bot online is trying to do graphics for us for OlderNDumber.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. Was that you answering?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I had one of those on Discord too. It was like, oh, see all of art I make for streamer.
Look at all art I make for streamer.
I'm like, no, blocked.
Block, eh?
Yeah, we had some intense role play sessions this week, honey.
Yeah.
You called me a pig.
You did call him a pig.
I did not
You called me
call you a pig. I only said
Insinuated that you were a pig and trash.
That's not what I said.
Yes,
No.
you did.
No.
Yes, you
It was a
did.
dirty jacket.
Yeah, we
and you
all
were like,
know who that jacket is.
and then you got it washed, and then she was like, well, you can wash a dirty pig, but it's always going to be dirty.
Yeah, in reference to race.
Meaning that
in reference
jacket,
to race.
the jacket.
That's not how we took it.
Yeah,
Well, you know, she actually doesn't care how you took it. She doesn't like you guys, so.
I know. But it's very uneven keel with this person. Because
Uneven
one minute
keel.
she's like, you're pieces of shit. And then the next minute she's like, oh, the path. I actually like the things that you guys like.
What? What'd you say?
I hope this is the arc where we all die.
Yeah.
Because we secretly have to, like, we find that, like, we have to give up our lives for this person. Like, you know, and we make our final stands one by one, like Mission Impossible 1.
Maybe 5 is actually a double agent. Double agent.
I think Miala dying first would be the only thing that
She's
makes
already
sense. No, like dies.
She did die.
I'll die second, and then Shaylin dies, and then you die.
Damn.
Yeah, we're the last to
I
die.
get to die
Because you're the
last.
weakest.
Wow, so what?
Oh, nice.
Damn. Only the weak
More
will
like
survive.
a piglet.
They're like, we gotta kill the fighters first.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, if you kill the weak one, then they get more inspired, and then they'll probably be you. So you got to take out the big
So
ones
May, you
first.
should take that as a compliment because he just named you the most.
Well, I
threatening
just think
party
that
No,
member.
second.
No, I was
No,
saying.
he said-
Oh, he did say for yeah.
I said
you must be
May
the most
because I think
threatening.
May would be the one that would make us feel as a party more.
Hmm.
Like we all have a connection, like friendship to Miala, and then all of us singular, I feel like there's
It's
still
weird because
some
it feels like she hates us all the most.
right. I feel like there's still some not animosity, but tension, not tension, but like not quite fully there between Belle and Race, and between like Belle and Shaylin, and between like Miala and Shaylin, and a few other like, or not Miala and Shaylin, but I just feel like Miala's death first would mean the most to the party first.
It's not gonna mean much when you die.
I'm way better.
3 extra rounds later.
No, not in the same combat. It would be like a.
Oh.
It would be like the same, like this overarching, like we have to
see what
protect
you're
her,
saying.
like, and if we find the reason, like, we need to protect this person with our lives, then it's like.
Then
I
it'd be
feel
awkward if Meow died first, and then we were just streaming on May's stream, and she just had to sit there.
Yeah, she's.
That'd be so good.
But it would be a good story.
Yeah. Be like, shut up, you're dead. You don't get to talk.
Yeah, you don't get to fucking talk. Shut up.
Mute your mic.
You goddamn mic. You're a commentator now.
And Race is the last one standing, and then he's like, "All right, my life for Super Earth," and then he calls a stratagem down on himself.
Crash the radar, right?
But not before Isabella gets away, and then you
Right.
kill all the people who were there to kill you.
Yeah.
You take them all out, but you had to waste your life.
Yeah, and
to
then
do it.
she's like, huh, those stupid pigs wasted their lives to protect me. Idiots. Come on, Puccinini. And then they like lick tongues.
They lick tongues. They lick each other's
With the
tongues.
explosions going off in the background. Hunter's like,
They're all fucking dead. Next campaign.
cool, dog.
Campaign. I would be like, damn, you're all dead, but that was fucking beautiful.
Yeah, and then we had an intense session on Monday.
Yeah.
Intense therapy on Monday.
Intense therapy on Monday.
Yeah, that was a good session. I like that session a lot.
What was your favorite part?
I thought that it felt like that session in particular, it was like all of our characters were active, and it felt like we were immersed, but it wasn't like in contrary to Soul. Like I felt like we were able to be characters and like do our thing and like be able to be not impactful, but like have moments without taking away from Soul's moment. I like that about the session.
Joey, what was your favorite part?
No.
I knew it. It's gonna be some stupid shit.
No, it's not some stupid shit. The end was very good.
He's gonna be like,
the,
I loved when we stopped and you weren't talking anymore.
The requiem with all the characters, all of Soul's family. It's very well done.
Thank you.
You know, but I think my actual favorite part is
Timothy Oliphant.
This might be the first time. Oh God, the Timothy argument.
I was thinking Timothy.
45 minutes to pick a Timothy for my dad to look like.
But anyway, no, that wasn't your dad. That was your brother. The brother is when we had the Timothy argument. But then when your dad came in, I was like, that's Tom Hiddleston.
No, you flexed to Tom Hiddleston because that was why we had the argument.
What
You
did
were
I-
like Timothy Oliphant, and we're like,
No,
that was
Timothy
the childhood friend.
Timothy Oliphant is what I was trying to say was your brother, and then I realized, oh shit, Timothy Oliphant was the other guy.
You didn't.
I actually
realize
meant
that.
Timothy Chalamet.
You didn't realize that. It took us like.
Oh yes, that's what I'm saying. I was like, oh fuck, you're right. I meant Timothy Chalamet.
Right, we did have that argument.
Yes, yeah.
Before, I will acquiesce to
You
you.
guys were like, your dad's Tim Curry, and I'm like, your dad can't be Tim Curry. That's the butler.
The racist, very racist butler.
We're all pretty racist.
Elves, man.
A lot of racism this session.
Not. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, continue.
No, the first time with this player group that I have gotten to bring a character arc to a close.
Oh. When was the last time you guys?
So you feel like completed?
Yes, that was
Okay.
the end of Soul's arc.
Okay, cool.
You're saying you didn't get to finish Roz's?
Raz's
actually know.
felt less complete because Sam had left that off with "I have plans for the future."
And then
So I never made the last pact with Raza that was like, you know what? I think what I actually needed was just to find a family, and this is my place. We didn't have that moment because Sam was like, oh, you know, there might be a thing. So I was
But
like, well,
do you think that Raza found her family?
yeah, I think that was where the story was going.
Got it.
And then I'm guessing Bree didn't finish, but the quest of healing your sister finished. But there was more after that. You feel?
Well, yeah, her sword, her dog was trapped in a sword.
Yeah.
She still didn't feel like she was.
There was a lot of unfinished business in Valstrad.
Yeah, Valstrad didn't get finished, and that was a little upsetting. But
Mhm.
maybe we can restart Valstrad someday.
Damn.
I don't remember
Valstrad
anything
Reloaded.
about my character.
Brought back
That's why
on
we-
Netflix when we're
No,
all
I'm
old.
saying restart. Like anyone who wants new characters, get new characters. Like, but I would try and do it a lot differently this time around.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make Krathia 2.0 Valstrad.
Valstrad's just a continent on the world that has Corelthia.
I'll just do the exact same story, but on Krathia 2.0.
Oh my god.
I don't know. You're doing technological like advancements in Coralthia, but I do think that Valstrad was more advanced. Like
How
not
so?
like magic wise, like the feel of the world felt more like developed culturally.
Valstrad?
Yeah, than Coralthia. I feel like Coralthia felt like it's a baby continent for babies. Like it like the not like in like a bad way, but like it
Oh
seems,
my god!
it seemed like a young.
I felt like your shit was baby.
No,
It
dog.
doesn't have the established history.
The continent felt young.
Yeah.
Coralthia?
Coralthia felt young, where Valstrad felt like it has
Lived
been
in.
around for a long time, and the magic seemed stronger.
Original trilogy versus prequels.
Valstrad.
Which one's which? Wait.
Corelthia's prequels.
Valstrad felt like the magic there was very deep and strong and well connected, where Coralthia's not that way, and that's why they're moving on to technological advancements along with magic. Whereas I don't think Valstrad would need it.
Mm-hmm.
I would, yeah, okay, I would agree with that. Yeah, Valstrad was like more. There was not territories like there is in Coralthia, so everyone had their own culture and sort of advanced their own traditions and technology within their own small portions of the world, and it wasn't like. I mean, it was interconnected. Everybody, you knew each other from different parts of the world, but it was just like. I think the Valstrad was bigger too, honestly, if I think about it.
I think it just felt bigger because there were so many different places that we went
and
to.
it sort of almost wrapped all the way around too. Like it was like very big. Whereas Coralthia is much smaller, I would say, and I tried to keep it to like huge territory. I clumped areas rather than making them all individualistic.
And
Like
now
where
you're like, damn, I need more places.
Like it feels
Which,
like
yeah, the world is expanding more now, but because of that, instead of the magic, they went technology because everyone's communicating with each other.
they're going magic punk, right? Like they're not going full. Like,
magic is
like
going away.
magic is infusing with science to make a hybrid. Where it feels like in this continent, if I had to put it into terms, like the ley lines are a lot weaker or buried or something like that. Where Valstrad, like magic is abound, and there's a lot of powerful people that can cast, and there's a lot of powerful artifacts that are just like that they're around. And it feels like if they did put technology in it, it would be not as good, or just an instrument to use magic through, not like magic fueling something else.
What ended up being the way you guys traveled in Valstrad? Why do I not remember that?
Teleportation.
It was after you guys had visited places, you would be able to teleport from one to
because
one. When you were going to new
teleportation
places,
circles.
were we always just walking?
Yeah.
or was
Taking
there...
boats or carts.
Right, yeah,
or-
there was no like
We didn't have
mega
an
form
airship.
of transportation in Valstrad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got a circle to the other side of the world, which is why we went over there, because we had to go somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could always redo it.
No, impossible.
Could always go back.
You can never go back.
I don't even know what I would
go
do.
back to your week.
There were such great moments in that game, like the gladiator pit and Darcian's like family
Not by
reveal.
Gladiator Pit. What do you mean?
T-Rex.
Okay.
You guys have heard this story before, but I had a contingency spell cast on my character that if he went below 0 hit points, he turned into a T-Rex. But it was like multiple sessions before, and I totally forgot about it. And I had this 1v1 like sort of honor fight basically between me and like my stepbrother or brother-in-law or something.
Half brother.
Half brother, I think it was half brother.
Yeah.
because I had got kicked out of my clan. Went back, challenged him, fought him. It was pretty close. Ended up about to lose, and then reaching 0 hit points.
Some badass shit like, this is how you get fucked, Lolith.
I went to 0 hit points, and then Hunter is starting to do the exposition. Like, I still don't remember. He's going to the exposition of how I lose.
See your friend Lolith drop.
And then I remember, I'm like,
lifeless body. Wait. I'm gonna
oh shit!
contingency.
And then Joey starts in the corner slamming the table. T-Rex.
Yeah, that was awesome because everybody forgot, and then there was a remembrance, and then oh fuck!
And then I turned into a T-Rex and ate him.
Yeah, that was wild. I remember that. Because you did a whole weird body transformation thing. He was he's about to strike you down, and all of a sudden, and you just start fucking forming. Yeah, that was good.
And then Darcian's family getting we walk into his town, and the town is
my
nothing.
town is the most enlightened town in all of Valistron. It's a fucking crater.
Yeah, that was definitely awesome. I couldn't wait for that. That was a lot of fun. I was wondering how long it would take you guys to want to go to Darcian's too, and then eventually when it was we need to learn things. What better place to learn things than at the hub of knowledge?
The big library.
And Lolith conquering hit the rings and finding balance in that. That was cool.
Yeah. And then there was the god stuck in the yeah. A lot of god stuff in that one I did. I feel
the gods felt a lot more
magic
involved.
There's more gods.
Closer to the PowerPoints or the focuses of power. Yeah.
It also helped that all of you were wizards, so
it was an entire party of. All right, so it's gonna look like I'm a fighter, but actually,
I'm a wizard.
I'm a wizard. 4 people.
Oh yeah, that was funny as shit.
Same character archetype.
That was so funny. What is the? I guess we should explain. It's hard to explain. Well, we had said it last time. We were heading to a dinner with your family. With your family,
one of the noble elven houses of Rudensbach.
Yeah. We hadn't seen your family.
The instigators of the Partis War.
Your family was not the instigator. Let's get that right. His family wasn't the instigators. Rudensbach Empire were the instigators. But anyway, yeah, we got to that big dinner where you saw your father, and we got pretty heated.
Yeah, had a little yelling match. Ran out of sensible things to yell about, so we just said we yell at each other.
Yeah. I
stole a fountain pen.
You did, and wine.
Wine. We're gonna drink the shit out of that.
I felt that moment was really I thought that hit pretty hard, and I thought that I hope it made sense what I was trying to say that was happening. I assume it did because you said we ended barely, but. It's he starts to yell and say yell at you you're ruining the family, blah blah blah, the respect, the who we are, the status. And it's I need to yell at you because you've done something wrong, but then realize you've said this thing that I'm how the fuck would I know something like that? That's insane. But then realize how serious it is when he sees your ear, and at that point, in his head. He wants to stop arguing but can't. But that's why the arguing just becomes nonsense. And when you were 1, you just cried all the damn time, and you always shit your pants, and I could, and your mother, he wanted to stop but couldn't stop. Because in the back of his head, all he wanted to do was just say sorry and hold you, and it's he couldn't take himself to do that. Because the honor of family and the honor
strong
of just
racism,
loving you, just kept fighting each other.
Patriarchy,
I thought it was beautiful. In my opinion,
it was a good session.
Yeah, and then your mom was just oh my god, that was good.
And
we kind of only talked about D&D. We didn't really talk about what happened in Starfinder, but I guess.
Well, in Starfinder, Hunter called me a pig.
Oh my god!
Bring it full circle.
I had a freshly dry cleaned leather jacket, and I was like, "You want to look like a rebel bride?" And she's like, "Get the fuck away from me! You disgust
You did
me."
roll a 4 or a 7 or something in diplomacy. I do remember that. Anyway,
9, Hunter. One less than 10.
I think it was like
it was
an
a 9.
8.
We can go back and check the roll.
We
log.
will. We're going to. Anyway, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Mine'll be quick.
I said it was your week.
Yeah, mine'll be quick. I
said you can't go back to your week.
Yeah, my week was my week. We played D&D on Monday and Saturday, and we did Starfinder on Tuesday as usual. But yeah, not much. Work is work. Blah blah blah. But the thing I learned today. So Forbes put out the earnings of actors, all earnings of actors for last year.
Mm-hmm. Where were you?
Thanks, asshole.
I just thought that's where this segment was going.
That's how much I earned as an actor last year. Thanks. No.
Is Matt on there?
Who?
Matt Mercer?
Not on the top 10.
Okay, so voice actors
This is top
aren't on there.
No, voice actors are on here, but they're not. He's not in the top 10.
I tried to give him an out, and he wouldn't even accept it. Threw up a nice softball for him.
This is the list of the top 10 earners of last year for actors.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go back to the honorable mentions. I just want to go over the top 3. Who do you guys think the top 3 were?
I don't know.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
So you think Dwayne The Rock Johnson's in the top 3?
Yeah.
Who do you
Did
think?
The Rock even have a movie come out last year?
Probably like 10. We just didn't hear about them because they were trash. But he got paid millions and millions of
you
dollars.
would hear
you can
it.
pick
You
3
would
people.
hear about
pick
it.
3
so.
Pick 3 actors or actresses that you think are in the top 3.
I don't even know.
Tom Holland.
What movies
Okay,
came out.
Tom Holland, Dwayne The Rock Johnson,
Tom Cruise.
and Tom Cruise. Okay.
Tom Cruise, yeah.
Okay, Tom Cruise. 2 Tom Cruises.
RDJ.
No, he didn't have any movies.
Oh, suddenly we know who has movies and who doesn't.
Well, he had
stay with RDJ.
Yes.
He had
Okay.
Oppenheimer, but he took a massive pay cut for that movie.
Oh,
He did.
Massive.
So Tom Cruise and RDJ
The Rock.
and The Rock. Okay.
Did The Rock have any movies come out last year?
I'm going to tell you, number 3 on the list is Tom Cruise
Right.
with $45 million last year.
All right.
Ghost
Number
Protocol.
2, Margaret Robbie
Okay.
For
she
50
had, she had Barbie.
for $59 million.
And maybe she had some Suicide Squad like movie this year.
No. That was 2 years ago. I
So
think.
Margaret Robbie, $59
Margot
million.
Robbie.
Yeah. Number 1. The number 1 earning.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I'm surprised there's a woman in the top 3.
Okay.
Well, she had the Barbie movie, which was all about.
Yeah, but she didn't get her nomination for it.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling probably made more than she did for it. The patriarchy, Carter.
Yeah, come on, man. Patriarchy. The number 1 top earning actor of last year at a whopping $73 million was none other than Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler was the number 1 earning actor of last year.
Go fuck yourself.
Where's The Rock on these? He's not even in the top 10, Carter.
Number 4, and is actually tied with someone, is Ryan Gosling for $43 million,
He made
and
less.
tied with Matt Damon for $43 million.
Matt Damon didn't have any movies come out this year?
It's getting residuals.
Next was Jennifer Aniston at number 6, Leonardo DiCaprio at 7, who also tied with Jason Statham.
Oh, he had the bee maker or something.
The
beekeeper.
The Meg 2.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck at number 9, and number 10 was Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington?
And number
What is
10
this, the
only
early
made $24
90s?
million.
See, I don't know anything about Hollywood anymore, man. I didn't know any of these people had movies.
I'm surprised
come
there
out.
was. Oh, Dune 2 just came out.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You might not know anything about modern day times, but let's talk about historical things in the world that maybe you know about.
Okay.
All right. This topic
Did you know
is
that on a fateful day, John F. Kennedy got assassinated?
Oh my
a car?
God!
Did
So
you know
these
you can
are
like, comment, and share this video with your friends to help Older and Dumber grow?
historic? We have talked a
There was
lot,
2
so my
shooters,
my
by the way.
topic is not going to be very long. It's going to probably be pretty quick. We'll maybe get through
Yeah.
like 2 of these,
Bang
but let's
through,
find out.
bang through a couple of these.
Yeah. So the topic is quirky and little known historical events.
Okay.
I'm going to
So
say
not the Kennedy assassination or
No.
the moon landing.
Or 9/11?
I'm gonna say the historical event's name, Then you're gonna tell me what you think it was about.
Okay.
Then I'll tell you what it was actually about.
Okay.
And then we're gonna we can be like, okay, if you were in the mindset of a person at that time, what would you have done, or what do you think was going through people's heads
I
at
hope
that
I
time?
know some of these. That'd be wild.
That would be wild. And then if we don't know too much about it, I can give you some of the research about it, and we can talk about it. It's pretty wild. But anyway, here we go. Number 1, the Great. Oh, sorry. In 1932, the Great Emu War occurred.
Oh wait, I've heard of the Emu War.
The Great Emu War. What do you think the Great Emu? I want it big, man. The Great Emu War.
So put some emus
I think
up.
it was.
Yeah, put some emus in
I'm
there.
pretty sure it was a.
And then when you hear what it is, put that in there.
Australian Civil War or something like that.
It wasn't Australia. I'll give you a
Well,
point
I think
there.
it was an Australian Civil War or a war against like the
Aboriginal
some
people?
Aboriginal people, I think.
So we already know established in Australia, and you think it's a civil war against?
I think it's a civil war or a war against like the Aboriginal people.
I think it was a war against invasive species called emus that started fucking up the countryside with their emu shits.
All right.
Eating all the natural wildlife and like the dangerous 14-foot wide spiders.
All right, here we go.
Bile titans are medium creatures.
1932, the Great Emu War occurred.
Or a war
Australia.
against Britain to try to gain like freedom.
Australia declared war on emus, deploying soldiers with machine guns to control a population boom of these large birds because they were destroying farmers' crops.
Damn, see, I was almost there, but they're native to
And the
Australia.
population of them was getting wildly out of hand.
I would say that's Aboriginal people.
Guess who
That's right.
won? Guess who
The
won?
emus won.
The
The
emus
emus
won
won,
the
yeah.
war because it cost them too many bullets to kill an emu. You had to hit an emu 10 times.
Bro, they're
for them to die.
basically velociraptors.
That cost them over 10,000 rounds of ammunition, so they pulled the forces back because they were like, it's costing us too much to kill emus. We can't do this. It started becoming, they were like putting out bounties for emus for farmers. They're like, if you can get an emu, we'll pay you. Like, it was wild. But emus do not go down. They're tough, apparently.
You gotta cut them up with a chainsaw.
So, that's the Great Emu War.
Lancer.
All right, here's the next one. Oh, that was quick. Okay.
I want a video game based on the Great Emu War.
Yes. Okay, here we go. And
It's
excuse
called
my,
Helldivers too.
excuse my pronunciation if I get this wrong. In 1962, there was the Tanganyika laughter epidemic.
Oh, I know this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in, man, I want to say it's in Japan, but I don't remember. It's definitely in an Asian country, but people started just laughing out of nowhere. And then it was like contagious and like everybody started fucking laughing for like 2 weeks straight. And they thought it like, okay, there's like gas leaks or something. And everybody was losing their goddamn minds. And then it just stopped.
What do you think?
I don't know, man. That sounds pretty compelling to me.
Yeah, it's So it had started in a laughter outbreak in a Tanzanian village lasted for months, actually, not just a couple weeks, and affected over 1,000 people. So what had happened is starting in a small village called Shezani, I think it's what it was, what is now known as Tanzania. 3 girls started laughing in a classroom. And it started spreading. And it spread almost to the entire school.
You know how that is. And then you look at the person after you could try to get control of yourself and they start to laugh again. You start to laugh again.
But the problem was it was getting out. They couldn't stop. Their body
The
could
whole
not stop.
whole town started.
Could not stop laughing. It took them, I think it was, I have to read it again, but anyway, it took them like 2 days before people stopped laughing. And then they were like, okay, we're fine. And then like a week later, it happened again.
Yeah, because somebody was like...
It happened again and didn't stop for a week. And it caused a school to close for 4 days. Then it happened again for an even longer period of time, causing 14 schools to close and over 1,000 people affected. Because they couldn't stop laughing. And to this day, there is no, they have no idea what the cause. The only thing they can say is mass hysteria.
Yep.
That's it. Wild. I literally, as I was reading it, all I could think
I
about
want
was
a horror-
SpongeBob.
I want a horror HBO TV show about the
About
laughter
laughing?
outbreak where they find the source of it. But it's like
All I could think the entire time reading it
This
was
is
from
fucking
SpongeBob.
Batman.
People are laughing to death too. They're like their bodies are all twisted.
Was SpongeBob when he's like 21. Anyway, all right, cool. Let's keep going. Next one. This one's wild. This one's it's weird. It's wild. In 1518, there was something called. Actually, we're gonna skip that one. In 1919, there was something called the Great Molasses Flood.
Oh, I know this one too.
Damn, you know this one?
Yeah.
say it.
So there's a big molasses tank in this town, right? Where it's
Is this
huge,
the one where they flooded,
hundreds
like,
of thousands
flooded
of
in
gallons.
molasses?
Yeah, and the tank erupted
Yeah,
and
I know this
flooded,
one.
and like
I watched a
a
documentary.
whole
on
bunch
this.
of people died because
Yeah.
they're like stuck in the molasses. You can't like swim in it because it's fucking
Viscous.
sticky as shit.
2.3 million
Yeah.
gallons of molasses exploded in Boston.
My
And
dad
it-
watched a
The
documentary.
town
on
still
this when I was
smells like
younger.
molasses.
Yep. It bursted out of it at a rate of 35 miles.
Yeah, it was
per
like
hour.
a tidal wave, smashed buildings down.
It killed 21 people.
Yeah.
Molasses.
Do you think about SpongeBob Jane 21 when you read that story?
No. So that was quick. Okay.
I know that one.
How about in 1814, the London beer flood?
The same thing, but with beer.
Pretty much. So there was a rupture in a.
They have like these huge fucking beer tanks, right? And it was like 1 million gallons of beer, a whole bunch of people.
But it was
died.
so it was back when they used wooden ones.
Yeah. With like the metal rings, and it popped.
Yes, a brewery called the Maux and Co.'s Horseshoe Brewery. In
All
1814
right.
in October.
Any brewery that has a horseshoe, like you're supposed to be making horseshoes. What are you doing making beer? Of course, this was
22-foot tall wooden vat of fermenting porter burst. The escaped
Hunter's
liquid,
worst nightmare.
Yeah, the escaped liquid dislodged the valve of another one and destroyed several large barrels. They said upwards of 323,000 gallons.
That's
of
no
beer.
molasses flood.
No molasses. But it exploded and created a wave, and it destroyed the back side of the building. And it just
Yeah, it like knocked down houses and shit too.
oh yeah, it let's see, it killed 8 people.
Drowned in beer.
Yep. Wild.
Just like landfill from Oktoberfest.
All right, then I can do an honorable mention. Those were super fast. Last one is: have you ever heard of the 1859 Pig War? I have tons on here that we didn't get to.
it's
so we
the
can always
emu
come back
war,
to
but
it.
with pigs.
Yeah, and in America.
What did you? Sorry, what did you?
Emo
think it
war, but pigs.
In America.
was? Sorry, what did you? Say?
Emo war.
Emo war.
Emo
Emo.
war.
Bro.
But in America.
Tonight.
With pigs in America.
So it was a border dispute between the United States and Britain.
Oh yeah, and Britain called
it
them.
was-
They called them pigs.
Nope.
They're like, get your filthy jackets
See,
away
this is
from
a great one to end on. No, there was a border line in San Jose to decide whose area it should be. So what is now like Vancouver, Canada, is U.S. territory. And what is
Vancouver, British Columbia.
right, and what was called the state of Washington of Britain, which is over in like the United Kingdom-ish area. Whatever it is. No, other side. Sorry.
Russia?
Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's what it's called.
Uh-huh.
But the borderline is San Jose.
Yeah.
San Juan. Whatever the fuck it is. They were boarding. It was a border
May,
dispute.
you need to be drawing this on a map as Hunter's talking. Just have like a circle going around.
No, the Indiana Jones theme every time.
San Juan Island off the coast of. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good.
Over
Anyway.
in the UK.
So we're fighting, and we're like, no, it's ours. No, it's ours. So the United States, they had said, you need to go there and do not let Britain land on that island. So we went there with one ship and like 40 dudes on the beach. Britain responded, And they said, send 4 warships and 175 men with cannons on them bitches. And they fucking pull up, and it's just warships, cannons, bunch of dudes, one ship, couple of guys hanging out with beers on a fucking cozy seat, whatever. But anyway, they started arguing, blah, blah, blah. They met up on the island, da, 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 da. But the war almost went critical when an American soldier shot a British pig. And that's why it's called the Pig War. And it eventually was decided that America would have it.
They were so impressed.
The British were
they were
my
the
God.
warrior spirit.
Oh, my God.
This
God,
guy's
no.
serious.
He shot my
He
pig.
shot my pig. They're animals.
Give it to them. Oh man, but yeah, that's a big war. I had 15 ready. I didn't know we were gonna go so.
So, we
wild.
got on a real D&D
Yeah.
tangent. That's 2 weeks in a row for you guys.
Yeah,
Maybe we should
so-
just fully transition to D&D.
Just a D&D podcast.
Slaying dragons in the morning.
We have
After dark.
we have 3 games we can talk about. So
That's true. And a lot of backlog to talk about.
Yeah. But I have a bunch more of these if we need to come back to it at some point. So
Cool. Did you know that every Tuesday night at around 9 o'clock,
every Tuesday?
you can watch Starfinder, one of our TTRPG games, on Melia's channel
What time?
at around 9 o'clock
What?
every Tuesday.
is that on Twitch?
That is on twitch.tv.
Whoa.
You know, also, every Friday,
Uh-huh.
OlderNumber podcast.
What the? Every Friday.
Yeah.
These dudes
And
put an
then-
episode out every Friday?
Once a
Wild.
month on a
You've got to
Sunday.
be almost to 100 at this point,
Whoa,
right?
whoa. Every month on a
Crazy talk.
Sunday, we do Gaslight Theater. Yeah, which is a show about us
Made
reviewing
the
a movie,
thumbnail for that.
and it's a great time. Joey, where can you find all of these things that we do?
Oh my God, let me tell you.
Oh my God!
We're everywhere on the internet at OlderNDumber. You can check us out on pretty much every social. You can check out our Patreon if you want to support us, as low as a cup of coffee every month, just $5. You can help get us to shows near you so we can meet in person. Wouldn't that be great?
Wouldn't that be cool?
Fantastic, even. Also, you can follow us each individually. Hunter at Voice of Hunter, Carter at J. Carter Rutt, me at Slooty Mage, and our talented editor May at Mellia.
Thank you for listening and watching the brand new episode of Older and Dumber, the podcast about 3 dumb friends just trying to make it on this planet we call
Earth.
Thank you all for joining us for another episode, and a special thank you to our wonderful sponsor, Checkpoint Lounge, for making this space and this.
yeah, Checkpoint Lounge.
Gaming.
Check,
PCs.
check,
PS5s.
check it.
Xbox X.
Check it.
VR.
Check it.
Team building.
Check it.
Birthdays.
Nindo Ways.
Check it. Checkpoint Lounge.
Get the fuck out.
Thank you guys so much for your continued support. Thank you for listening. Thank you, dipshits, for being awesome and your continued everything. We love you, and we will see you again for the 100th episode next week. Be fucking ready, because it's gonna be some shit. Goodbye, everybody.
Have a wonderful evening.
Have a wonderful good night. Put the guy at the end of every American Dad and Family Guy episode. Say, have a wonderful tonight. Or put me in a little box, zoom in, and go, have a wonderful tonight.